Hello, lovely people. We have 2 weeks until Emma, and I decided to start doing all my preparations for it, just to make sure that I have kind of everything that's needed and I won't be disqualified. So in this video, we're gonna go through some of the Emma paperwork, and we're gonna see if I am kind of ready, prepared, or not really, and what is needed to be fixed in these upcoming 2 weeks. So just to show you, I did this kind of beauty panel. I'm very proud of it. It looks very nice. It's not till the end because I'm planning to do like a beauty cover here, and then it's gonna go extend like that somehow. I don't know how yet, when, but okay. So Emma, first of all, there's loads of categories in Emma, and I decided to go for um, entry unlimited. So up to 3,000 euros is Emma has a database on their website where you can add up all the retail prices for all the equipment like amplifiers, speakers, subwoofers, and everything. And I started counting, and I counted these 3 amps and DSP, and it was 2,600 euros. And I thought, I have a sub, I have that sub, I have all those speakers in front, and I just stopped counting. So it's gonna be Emma entry unlimited for me. And in this category, so this is a basic category, it's not much requirement, to be honest. So it says basic installation requirements, see matrix. We're going to go through the matrix. No presentation required. Okay. So documentation only for hidden and non-visible components. So we're going to go through everything bit by bit as well. And system diagram and wiring diagram is required. And all these restrictions, I check them, all is good. So for example, I'm not a judge, my car is not sponsored, so I can indeed compete in this category. Okay, so let's have a look in more detail. So this is installation part. So there's like 2 parts. So one is installation and one is the sound quality judging. So today we're gonna go through installation, and then when I'm gonna be tuning this car, then we're gonna go through the sound quality stuff. This is my cat. Hello. Okay, installation. So presentation to public. So this will be needed. Basically, I will need to show my car to people when I'm gonna be there. So that's kind of a green light checked. Now, cleanliness. This will need to be done. So I will need to clean my car because now it's a total mess. I haven't washed it in ages. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. So this I'm gonna leave for the last literally few days before that. Now, system wire diagram. So there's one for signal and one for power. So I kind of tried to do something. So I have okay, so this that's the power diagram, and this is very basic because my system is extremely basic. I have a battery in the front, 200 amp fuse that goes directly into this fuse block, which is here. And I decided to use not like a diagram but pictures of actual components. So I took a picture of the fuse block that I have, which is exactly the same like that. And you see I have fuses 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and fourth one is there for the DSP. And then it goes into all my amps, and then I have a remote which comes separately. I don't know how to mark this one. If you have any advice, please comment, because this remote comes from the factory, the head unit, and I use it only for remote. So that remote is this blue wire that goes through the fuse, 2 amp fuse, into the DSP, so which is this one, and then from the DSP it goes remote into all the other amps. This is my power. I do have a director in front, because the thing is, like, this director, it uses power from the DSP. So basically, can I show you? You'll not be able to see, but I daisy chained the power from DSP into the director, and it goes up front. So I don't know. Yeah, if I need a director, comment again, because I really don't know. But everything else, I think it's fine. So that's the power. I will need to. So I added the fuses, the numbers. I added the ones that I have, not ideal what I'm supposed to have according to Emma. So I don't know. Power cable 35 mil in the front that goes in there, and from the distribution block 25 square mil, which is 2 gauge, and this is the 4 gauge. So these are the smaller ones are 4 gauge, and that is 2 gauge. Oh, for the DSP is different, so I need to, yeah, because DSP goes, I think it's like 16 or 18 gauge. So I'll need to mark that one as well. That is a different. Yeah, so this will need some work extra, but this is like a preliminary. So that's the power. Now the signal, I made two because I don't know which one to choose, because one is like horizontal and one is vertical. So vertical looks better, but horizontal explains better, because this, like, you have speakers, you have tweeters, mid-range, mid-bass, front sub, rear sub. Whereas here is like, it's a bit, I don't know, because this looks like a car. So I don't know. Vote, which one do you want? Horizontal or vertical? And my signal is basically, I have a phone that goes into the DSP. DSP goes 4 RCAs into 1 amp, 4 RCAs into the second amp, 2 RCAs here. So is this, yeah. 4 RCAs here, another 4 into that one, another 2 into that one. And then we have this Alpine, which is behind this one. This one is for the tweets and mid-range. This one is for mid-bass and front sub. And the big one, the monoblock, is for the rear sub. Yeah, so I do have some problems with this one, because what I meant to do is to have each channel for the mid bass and bridged 2 channels for the front sub, so it would have 300 watts. But for some reason, this one, this channel, the first channel, it's not working properly, and I'm not sure if it's blown or not blown, because it is working but on very low level. So it might be just a poor connection. It might be on the DSP as well, this channel, or it might be the amp. So I cannot bridge it at the moment, and I'm running just on one channel. So I have mid bass, and the front sub on one channel as well, not bridged yet. But for now, the power is enough. So yeah, this is my preliminary signal diagram. Let's go for the, what do you have? So diagram, main fuse. So with main fuse, it doesn't specify about the ratings or anything. The only thing it says, what is it? Check if the main fuse is installed within 40 centimeter, and that's it. And power diagram, but it doesn't mention anywhere the fuse rating, because I think the fuse ratings might be for higher classes, and for like entry is just to make sure that you have a fuse. So according to I went through some of the wirings. According to Emma, if I use 2 gauge wire, 35 square mil, I would need 170 amp fuse, and I do have 200 amp fuse, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, and it is within 40 centimeters, so this is fine. Now, the second one, all components are mounted securely. So, head unit, other devices, amplifiers, speakers. So I put a note for myself here that my tweeters and director were not mounted very securely, because my tweeters are on those like swivel thingies. So what I did with those swivel thingies, I kind of tightened them up so they don't move. Like, it's not solid, but they don't move. So I don't know if it's going to be deducted points for that. And this one, director, I had it kind of loosely mounted in the front. Come on, focus. But I did manage to squeeze it in a bit deeper, so now it's like it's not moving anywhere. It's very secure. It's with double-sided Velcro from inside. I had to cut this plastic out for the director to just push it in there, and it's kind of tightly squeezed in. This one is supposed to close, but it doesn't, so I'm gonna leave it open, because to be honest, I never close it. I always leave it open. It doesn't close, but it's fine, and it is securely. Everything in the back is securely mounted, so it's fine. So the only thing that I have is these tweeters, but I don't know, they're not loose, so maybe I'm not gonna lose any points. We'll see. Okay, this. Okay, protection of speakers. So, and here it says, speaker which is not installed completely under the window line, outer frame diameter of the speaker, does not need protection. So basically, anything that's installed above the window line needs, no, everything that's above doesn't need protection. Everything that's under the windows needs protection. So for example, tweeters, they don't need the protection. Now, my mid-range is kind of debatable. Is it above the window line or below? So, but the thing is, like, I think it's mentioned somewhere here as well that you have to be able to reach it. So this is mainly for the door speakers, when you have like big SPL builds with like 3-4 speakers and you have them without any grills. So if you have that, there's going to be points deducted. But I don't have anything in the doors. The only thing that I have in the kicks. And I did ask Adam, because he has under seat mid base, he has some like mesh grill or something, but he said that if the drivers are inverse mounted, like mine, with magnet facing out, they do not need any protection, because it's kind of protected. Because, like, to be honest, you're not going to damage a cone with the driver like that. Or what I'm intending to do is just put some speaker cloth around it, so it wouldn't be like, it would be black and you wouldn't be able to see it, just to hide it a bit more. But I think it's secure. So the only thing is these mid-ranges, but they're far away on the dash. I don't know, I think it's gonna be fine. So there's this, yeah, so for this, let me go from the other side so you'll be able to see. My center console subwoofer, this is the biggest headache that I have, because it's like this. It's totally open. Now the seat is pushed, of course, far away back and lean, so you would be able to see, and because the seat is like this when you pull it up front. Actually, I can pull it up front. Yeah, so it's like this basically when you're driving. Yeah, but I need to figure out a cover for it somehow, because I need, unless I'm kind of okay with losing points. The thing is, I have this grill which I had from China, which is very it's a bit protruding, and the thing is, I cannot put it there because it is like touching the, there we go. Yeah, so it does fit, yeah, but here it's touching the surround. So this grill is too small, and the thing is, I don't have anything else. So I need to somehow figure out, I should ideally make a custom grill which would fit in this like gap, and then I'm gonna go over surround and maybe like inside. So I have 2 weeks to figure out how to protect this, either make a custom grill or just leave it as it is and lose, how many points is it? Speaker protection, 2 points for any speaker not protected. Yeah, so either I'm losing 2 points or I'm finding a solution how to do this. So yeah, I'll have to figure out something. And then the subwoofer. So the subwoofer, I don't know, I don't think it needs protection because it's in the back in the boot, it's not in the front. And None of the subwoofers have any protection, so I think it's fine. Then, first optical impression. So check all components if they create impression of a finished installation or under construction. So basically, my build is it was kind of under construction. So now the only thing, like from the back, if you have a look, if I just remove these papers a bit to have a clearer view, like that. The only under construction part is like this, the trim. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to make this trim in the next week or so, because I will be pretty busy. But so that's the only part from the back, because everything else, like this goes nice, it flies. It's just an old car. It's like all of this, you know, torn stuff. But in general, maybe like that. If you see, that's my power and ground going there. I don't know, maybe I should make like some kind of a board behind so you would be able to see. But like, this is the only part is here. From inside, so these tweeters, yeah, so I have them on these swivels. If you will see, what I did is I wrapped them in Tessa tape, so they look, come on, kind of like pods. So that's the swivel itself, and that's a tweeter. So I did have these mounts. See, it's janky DIY. And when I had last time, these mounts were a bit protruding, and they were creating that kind of a unfinished look. So what I did, I just removed it. I cut the L bracket shorter. I do have 2 screws only, and I don't know. What do you think? Is it under construction or is it finished? Because in pods they would look something similar, a bit bigger probably. My mid-range don't have grails, but the install kind of finished. This, again, does it look like finished? It doesn't have any protection, but it's not like under construction, is it? I don't know, I don't think so. And this is, now it's flush mounted, so now it looks better. The other thing is this one. So this is an ugly thing that I made for my phone, and I just have it because it's very useful when I'm driving. I have my music here, so I have very close control, but it looks ugly. Does it look like under construction? Probably. I don't know, will I lose points on that? I don't know. Yeah, so first optical impression. And then what else? Yeah, and that's it. And then basically goes into detail for every single point. So like cleanliness, it has to car wash, both passenger side as well. So system documentation, I will need to read through this a bit more, because it has to include like all of these things, like black boxes, crossovers. I don't have any crossovers, anything. Speakers behind door panels, dashboards. I don't have anything, so no batteries. Oh, this one, head unit DC-DC converter. So what I have is here inside, behind this one, there is a DC-DC converter that does 12 volts into 2 USB ports. It's inside, and one of the USB ports is going with a cable there, and it feeds my phone, which is technically a head unit. So maybe I should include this in the power diagram. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you have any comment, please comment. And then all the small details I will need to read through. The only thing that I need to double check is so system documentation for all the hidden stuff. So like this, it says all wires to components, if they're not accessible or hidden from you, should be explained. So what I have, like power wire that's run through that side, and next to it I have a big snake cable that feeds mid-bass, mid-range and tweeter. So that's a big wire. So I don't know, do I need a picture of that or how? I don't know. I'm not too worried about it, but you know, it's just like, if I can make it, why not? Yeah, and I think that's it about the install part. So next, I'm just gonna try to figure out the subwoofer somehow, how to protect it with, yeah, I think I need a custom grill, but I'm not sure, maybe bars or something. I don't know, I need to figure something out. And the next time, probably next week, I will start tuning the car for competition. So it's gonna be like competition level. If you have any advice how to tune for competition for Emma, put in the comment, because I will. I think it's different from daily, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. This is the install part. The next one is gonna be tuning. It's gonna be a full tuning session. We're gonna go through everything. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.